How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a super powerful shotgun setup that you guys can be using right now in Back 4 Blood. But before we get into that, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so here we are in the deck building menu in Back 4 Blood. This is going to be the complete deck list, so if you guys are just looking to copy and paste the deck, now is your time to do so. But for the remainder of this video, I'm just going to be talking about why every card is where it is, and just what role every card plays in the deck, and just everything like that. Now, in the number 1 spot, we have Line 'em Up, which is going to give us plus 10% effective bullet range, 15% recoil control, 25% bullet penetration, and 25% aim speed. Now, the reason that this is all the way up in the number 1 spot is because this gives us effective bullet range, which outside of reload speed is the most important thing that we need for the shotgun deck, and it gives us bullet penetration and aim speed. Now, usually aim speed isn't that important because people sometimes play Mag Coupler, which disables their ability to aim, but I am electing not to do that in this version. I just think actually having the ability to aim your shotguns is just so much more powerful than just being able to, like vomit them out just because you can reload faster. And I mean, I've built this entire deck around just not playing Mag Coupler and being able to aim. So getting that extra aim speed is really, really good because shotguns don't have the quickest ADS, right off the bat. So getting that little increase is helpful. And this card also gives us bullet penetration, which is helpful for shotguns because, I mean, if you don't have any bullet penetration, every common you shoot is just going to stonewall your shell. And, I mean, nothing's going to go through them. You're not going to accrue really any value out of your shells, so you need bullet penetration. And this card gives us all of that with no downsides. That's why this card's number 1. Now, number 2 is going to be Scattergun Skills, which gives us plus 40% reload speed with shotguns. Now, this is the reason I'm not playing Mag Coupler because, I mean, it's 10% slower, but it lets us aim down sights, and there's other cards we can use that just affect our reload speed too. Now, number 3 is going to be Silver Bullets, which gives us plus 10% bullet damage and plus 15% effective bullet range. Now, pretty much the only reason we're playing this card is for the effective bullet range because, I mean, obviously shotguns don't shoot that far, and getting plus 10% bullet damage is nice, but the bullet range is why we're here. Now, number 4 is going to be Cold Brew Coffee, which gives us plus 15% reload speed and 25% aim speed, weapon swap speed, and use speed. Now, the two things that we're looking to get out of this card are the reload speed and the aim speed. Those are the two all-stars of the card, and the other two abilities, it's not like they're bad, but I mean, they are just free abilities tacked on for absolutely no downside. And weapon swap speed and use speed are still just really helpful abilities that are going to come up a lot more often than you think. Now, number 5 is going to be Hyper Focused, which gives us plus 50% weak spot damage, but it takes away 40% of our move speed while we are shooting or melee attacking. Now, usually I tell people, don't play Hyper Focus because I think this downside for the most part is just too much to, consider this, like a good card. Like if you were playing something like that has a little more mobility to it, like SMGs or something like that, I would absolutely never recommend that you use Hyper Focused. But I mean, if you're going to be like a slower version anyway, like if you're going to use something like LMGs or shotguns, feel free to use this card because this is the type of deck that Hyper Focus was made for, in my opinion. Now, number 6 is going to be Ammo Belt, which is going to give us plus 50% ammo capacity and plus 15% reload speed. And the reason that we are playing Ammo Belt over something like Ammo Mule is strictly just because of this reload speed. I do think that this reload speed is better than the 25% ammo capacity, and I mean, we just really don't need this much ammo capacity out of one card that's also going to give us a downside. Like, I would rather play Ammo Belt, get my extra reload speed, essentially have the same ammo capacity 95% of the time, and then just play another card like Shell Carrier that's just going to, tack on some more ammo capacity plus damage. Now, number 7 is going to be Reckless Strategy, which gives us plus 30% weak spot damage and minus 5% damage resistance as the downside. Now, the reason that this card is all the way down here is simply because it is just a worse version of Hyper Focused. Like, usually in like the SMG, the AR decks, the decks I tell people not to play Hyper Focused in, Reckless Strategy is usually much higher in those decks, but since we're playing Hyper Focused in this deck, we just have to play Reckless Strategy slightly lower than it because it's just a worse Hyper Focused. Now, number 8 and 9 are both going to serve the same purpose, that just being not damage, just utility cards. Number 8 is going to be High Vis Sights, which gives us plus 30% aim speed, and number 9 being Screwdriver, which gives us plus 50% use speed and plus 10% stamina. Now, at this point in the deck, I do feel like we just have enough damage racked up. We have Reckless Strategy, we have Hyper Focused, we have silver bullets, line them up. We have a lot of damage going on. I feel like we can take a couple card slots and just really, round out the deck. We got high vis sights, which is going to give us that extra aim speed, because like I was saying at the beginning of the video, shotguns just don't have the fastest aim speed in the world, and I mean, we do need a little help with that, because I mean, usually we don't even have to aim with these decks, but I'm electing to not play this, so we need a little extra help. And this card is better now than it ever was because of all the Ridden Hives that are around. Use speed is just better now more than ever, and the extra stamina is going to come in handy with hyper focus, thanks to us, being slower while we shoot. At least we can run for longer. Now, number 10 is going to be large caliber rounds, which gives us plus 7.5% bullet damage and plus 200% bullet penetration. Now, the main thing that we like out of this card is the bullet penetration, because like I was saying earlier, if you don't have any bullet penetration on your shotguns, basically every common is just going to stonewall every single shell you shoot, and it's going to be really hard for you to accrue any value out of your build. But once you put this on and get some bullet penetration going, then all those problems are going to go away. Now, number 11 is going to be Wide Mouth Magwell, which gives us plus 30% reload speed and minus 5% damage resistance as the downside. Now, the reason that this card is so low in the deck is simply just because of how linear it is. This card simply gives us reload speed and a downside. But unfortunately, just with the lack of reload speed cards we have in the game, we have to play this. There's really nothing better. I'm not going to play reload drills because I'm not really that, mad over 5% damage resistance as the downside. But it's not like I have anything better than this card to play, because the next card up is Mag Coupler. And I mean, outside of these direct reload cards, we only have cards like Cold Brew that just throw reload speed in as like something on the side that don't really give us any significant percentages. So even though this card's not very good, we unfortunately do still have to play it, just because we do just need a critical mass of reload cards. Now, number 12 through 15 are all going to serve the same purpose, that being just various different DPS cards. They're all going to make us do more damage and kill things faster, but just all in slightly different ways. Number 12 is going to be Shell Carrier, which is going to give us plus 30% ammo capacity and plus 10% damage with all of our shotguns. Now, this is simply in here just to help with ammo belt, just so we're not forced to play ammo mule, and that's basically it. And it just gives us plus 10% damage with shotguns as an upside to doing this. Front sight focus is going to give us plus 20% accuracy, 10% weak spot damage, and 15% aim speed. Number 14 is going to be Ridden Slayer, which is going to give us plus 20% weak spot damage, and 15 is going to be Rolling Thunder, which is going to give us plus 35% move speed while firing with shotguns, and plus 10% overall damage with shotgun. Now, the reason that the last 4 cards of the deck are all just various DPS cards is because after you hit this Wide Mouth Magwell pick, you don't need anything except damage for the deck, because like I was saying earlier, really the only 2 things that shotgun care about are effective bullet range and reload speed. And I mean, we kind of have really, gotten where we need to be with those 2 categories. Like, we have increased our effective bullet range a lot, along with our reload speed a lot, and nothing else is really that necessary for shotguns except reload speed, shoot far, and kill stuff. So we need to be able to kill stuff, and to do that we need to do more damage. Well, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me any deck changes that you guys would make, and as always, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you guys in the next video.